Hello, welcome back. Welcome for the first time. I'm Lorenzo, and today we're doing something very exciting. I have been saving a bunch of rejected clothing, and when I mean rejected, I mean clothes I'm not reaching for, clothes that don't fit me the way I want, clothes that just don't look the way I want, that I would normally give away or send to the thrift store. But this year I've been trying to hold on to everything, and instead of giving it away, try to rework it, try to make it work for me in a different way, because a lot of clothes that go to the thrift store just end up in the landfill. And if I can hold on to them a little bit longer, I think that's probably the way to go. Also, saving money and being creative. So win-win-win. So this is my box, and I've pretty well stuffed it. Some of these things just need like light alteration, like hemming or something. And then some of them, like this, just needs to be completely reworked. Love the fabric, but it just doesn't have a good style. So today I want to start easy, and I want to rework these two items as a set. So I've been seeing sets for, all throughout the pandemic essentially, and I love it. I love that idea. I want it. I saw this particular set at Gap, I believe, where it's just a long sleeve button up with matching shorts, and it just looks so comfortable for summer. Like, I want to wear that all the time. And then I remembered that I have this long sleeve button up and pants that I dyed last year and ended up never really wearing because, like, it's pretty extra, like wearing sleeve to toe all bright fuchsia-y pink. It's not fuchsia, it's like hot pink. So I wore this outfit once to work, and then never again, because then I started a new job and everyone dressed really, I won't say drab, but they dressed very Pacific Northwest, and this just was gonna grab a lot of attention. So I'd rather have shorts now, and I'd rather just have this be my fun, regular summer attire instead of trying to make it work for the office, which I just think it never will. If I was more daring, it would work, but I'm not trying to draw a lot of attention to myself at work currently. So we're gonna turn these pants into shorts, and hopefully this top doesn't really mean anything, but we'll see when I try it on for you now. It's a lot of pink. So when I first put these pants on, I was like, oh my gosh, why would I cut these? But then I remembered they are randomly different hemlines. I didn't do that, the store did that, but actually I think my dryer did that. Long story short, I put these in the dryer after I bought them and they ended up different lengths. And I forgot about that until today. So yeah, I think it makes sense to cut them. Now in terms of where I'm gonna cut them, I think that's a little trickier because I like a longer short and I don't want them to be like too tight on my thigh if I cut them too short. But I also kind of want them similar to the hem of the shirt. So I think I might just go like this much longer. So what is that? Like right there? Yeah. That'd be like a nice mid-length short, I think. But I'll go ahead and cut like 2 to 4 inches longer than that, so then I have some room to roll them, which is my plan to do. Also, that way I don't cut them too short and I can backtrack if I need to. So I've set up my little sewing / workspace, and I'm taking a pair of shorts that I already know I like the length of and kind of using that as a template. And I'm marking about 3 to 4 inches below the shorts, so I know I'll have space to roll up the hem. So then I'll get my yardstick so I get a clean line, and I also line it up with the grid on the pad that I have underneath it. For the second leg, I just flip over the other side of the short so I can exactly copy that, and then just use the yardstick kind of as like a barrier so I don't accidentally cut the other side of the short. So starting with the shorts right side out, I'm going to roll up twice so that I have the hemline covered so it's not going to unravel or show any like rips later down the line. And since I don't really have an ironing board or iron right now, I'm going to just be using my curling iron to just like iron down the hem before I sew so that everything's kind of flat and I don't get a lot of creases and weird things when I'm trying to sew it. Obviously, if you have a straightener, that would work too. This is just the only hot tool that I had. And honestly, this worked totally fine. I wouldn't use this on big projects, but something like a hem, this works totally fine. So after it's ironed, I pinned it all in place and then decided to hand sew because I've been having issues with my sewing machine. I just didn't want to mess it up. So yeah, I did something that I think is just called like a trouser hem, where you do very little on the top part of the fabric and then do long seams on the underneath part of the fabric. As you can see on the front, there's just tiny little threads on both sides. So it is visible, and I didn't have pink, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have used that. But I thought since I already had white details in the thread of the pants that it would look fine. So once both sides are done, then I'm ready to try them on again. So since that went really smoothly and didn't take me too much time, I'm gonna transform these babies into shorts and crop this tank and freaking making a whole DIY summer wardrobe here. Okay, so you're probably like, what are you doing? You don't have to do anything to these items. They work perfectly fine. And I'm like, well, here's the deal. These have a hole in them. And I need more shorts and can't wear these to work, so they're kind of like pointless for me other than like on 2 days of the weekend, and I already have other pants I can wear. So I'm gonna turn these babies into shorts. And also this tank top I got last summer and I liked it at first, but I really hate how thick the fabric is when I have to tuck it into things. So I'm going to attempt to crop it to like right there. And it's a stretchy fabric, so I think this might turn into a fail, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to crop this baby. So first I'm taking an existing kind of cropped top that I'm using as a template again, and I'm just kind of measuring how much I had extra and then cutting from there using my yardstick and grid to make sure that I get it straight. And then when I try it on, it's here. I realized I cut it too short because I didn't take into account the hem that I would have to do. So I'm just gonna keep going. It'll be okay. So I spend probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes like just pinning this up so that it wouldn't crease and be weird. And then I realized that I had done it wrong the whole time because I needed to do a rolling hem. So after doing all that pinning, I've decided I actually need to do a rolling hem. So cut this in half and roll it because these will just fray off and still get all fuzzy even though it's like hemmed here. So if I roll it, then this is covered, boom, and then it's way more seamless. So now that it's all pinned, I'm just gonna hand sew, and I'm going to try to do really loose but still strong stitches because it's stretchy. I don't want it to be super tight and kind of lose the stretch at the bottom of the shirt, but I think some of that is kind of unavoidable. It's you know, knits don't really hem super well. At least I'm not experienced enough to hem them very well. So next, let's chop off those jeans. Again, I took a template of some other shorts, and I made these about 2 to 3 inches longer than those shorts because I do prefer longer jean shorts. I also know that I can roll them up if I want to. It's pretty easy with denim. Usually stays in place. Okay, so this is where I did the cut. They're definitely like Bermuda cut right now. Looks pretty clean. Just gonna see if I wanna shorten them. I do think that is a more flattering cut. Okay, I'm done sewing, and it's definitely a little wavy in spots, and definitely noticeable that it's sewn, but it doesn't bother me, you know? Like, sure, it would be nice if it was like perfectly sewn, but that's not what I'm able to do right now, and this works. Now I can actually wear this top as a crop top more. Okay, that was all the DIYs I had for today. I hope you liked them, got some inspiration to maybe transform a couple of your things that you've been holding on to. And yeah, I'll see you next week for another video.